Louder than life with Avatar. So, how's it going, guys?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, that is not a question.
That's not, no, I'm doing well. Okay, well, I'm doing great. Is that a better answer?
Yeah, no. But
Okay.
then you put the mic on us without asking anything, and I
Okay.
don't know what to say.
Sorry, I'm a little awkward. You know, it's a little rainy. It's a little moist. What can
That's
I say?
fine.
So, you guys played earlier today. How did you feel the performance went?
Really good. It was a fun show.
America.
Yeah. Once I got to, I was staying those few seconds longer on stage, remembering, oh, wait a minute, because these big shows, usually I end up realizing how huge it was when I see pictures afterwards. So this time I remember to take those out, stay on stage, and take a look at that. It's like, yeah, this is very cool. So it was nice.
Well, and this is actually my hometown. So, how does our crowd compare to other huge crowds?
Well, they are here, and the other crowds are somewhere else.
That's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, it's like when we are a metal band playing for metalheads. I always end up saying this, but it's like there are more similarities than differences between different places. I mean, in Europe, you can see a bit more of that. People move more down south, and people up north stand and stare more with what's it called, intimidation in their eyes.
They were quite wild in the last songs. There was a lot
Yeah.
of crowd surfing.
Lots of
I
crowd
was a
surfing.
little bit afraid.
Yeah, I like I like the wheelchair. There was a girl in a wheelchair who was crowd surfing twice.
I think it's now the standard for Loud in Life. It seems to be that every time we turn around, there's another person crowd surfing in a wheelchair. Is that have you seen that in other venues?
I believe so. We watched a Michael
Yeah.
Jackson concert the other day. There it happened.
So what we're trying to say is that we are just as good as Michael Jackson.
Yes,
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of similarities with Michael Jackson.
the dancing, the
The makeup.
moonwalks.
Do you do the moonwalk?
Absolutely no.
No. Oh, I was going to ask you to give it a shot.
No.
See, and that's why I've got that camera.
Yeah, no. But Tim does a mean moonwalk actually.
Oh, you do?
I tried Tim,
Tim? Oh,
our guitar player.
we'll have to go find
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And ask him to do it.
Yeah, and it's great for interviews. A real quote machine.
So you have a single coming out Monday, or a video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night Never Ending.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's from the album Feathers and Flesh, and story. It's an interesting song especially with the video that, on the surface, it's our happiest song we ever made. Like it's a big major chords and sing along, and it's the only part of the album that really offers a glimpse of hope story-wise. But at the same time, it's really just the calm before the storm, and it's just a hope in vain. So that part of the tragedy, which is to come, and how that can be so much up to just perception, is what we built the story of the music video.
So are you going to have a follow-up after this one? So this is the calm before the storm. What's coming
I
afterwards?
mean musically that was the role I played on the album. But what we also are doing, since the album is a concept album, and we didn't really on day one have the budget for the 1 hour full feature film kind of music video, we treat each song, we take them out of the context, out of what the album is, of the role they played on the album, and reinvent the story to each song individually. So this is it will be really hard to have a part two. If you watch the music video, you'll understand.
So did you have a hand in working with the video, or did you just hand it off to somebody?
We always
Always.
keep in control there.
Yeah.
There's like mainly the two of us together with a guy Johan Kalén who is directing and filming it. One of us is also one starting with the scripts and stuff. This one happened to be a bit of a pet of mine this time, that I wrote the first draft for the script for it after discussions within the group, and then then we just move on from there. Like I throw it like, meh, here, make an actual script.
So after you put it out there and let's make an actual script, was anything cut that you were really upset about seeing it go?
No. There was some kind of reinterpretation about the end, but it made sense. I don't remember what it was now, but the changes, it's always unanimous decisions in the end. So draft one will always be draft one, and things will change. The same with songs. It's rare that very few of our songs have remained the same during a whole writing process. You know, they change.
So they can just kind of take a life on their own, like
Yeah,
from when
yeah,
they start
yeah.
to where they finished.
Yeah, absolutely. But the whole core of it, and to tell a tragedy, and just let it be a tragedy from point A to B, and a simple story like that part is was intact from the whole beginning. The main core idea.
So what's coming up next after Louder Than Life for you all?
Sonic Boom, and then we go home.
Sonic Boom?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. It's
And
a lot of traveling around.
Yeah, and then we're home for a couple of weeks. Then we come back here for
Another
10
2
days
weeks,
of
yeah,
touring.
something like that. West Coast.
And then we go home again, have a bit of a break. Then we do a European tour.
And you guys are always on the move.
So it seems.
And go home and practice the moonwalk.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for giving me a moment of your time. I'm sure you're booked and ready to go.
Our pleasure.
And the next time we meet, I'm going to expect that moonwalk.
Or you can hope for it.
I can hope for. I'll keep my fingers crossed. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.